Hey guys, Jeff here from Films at Home. If you've watched my Blu-ray collection update video for this week, then you know I briefly mentioned the WestWorld 4K set which I got, and I talked about how I'm going to unbox that. So guess what? Here's the unboxing video. Let me break into this. I'll give you some details on the release, what's included, give you a full look at this before Tuesday's release so that you know if it's worth a buy or not. And I'll give you a quick review at the end of the discs, the quality, and the overall set. Here we go. So let's cover the packaging first here. This comes in a pretty thick case, a tin case is what they're calling it. It has a spine similar to a steelbook, so it would fit decently on a shelf next to your steelbooks. It is a little bit oversized. As you can see, it's a little bit higher than a standard Blu-ray, but it's not too far off. It's about the same size as other tin sets like Friday the 13th or trying to think, Band of Brothers, The Pacific. It's very similar to that. It's probably the same packaging that Warner Brothers and HBO used when they did Band of Brothers. So it's very similar to that if you have that set, if you have the Collectible Tin. So on the front, you get the nice W, WestWorld Season 1, The Maze. Obviously the spine. On the back is just a quick little logo of The Maze itself there. And then it's just this very sleek red color. I think it really sticks out. It's going to stick out on a shelf. It looks really great. So from the outside, 5 out of 5. Great packaging. So as we dive into this here, there is a digital code. Obviously, I'm going to use that. So don't look at the code. This is for a survey, but digital copy of the entire season. There's a quick little booklet here which kind of breaks down what's on each disc, which episodes are on there, and then on the back it talks about who's in the cast. So it's kind of like an episode guide basically. The next thing in here is something they're kind of highly promoting. It's this corporate guidebook for WestWorld that's included with this. So this is a mock guidebook basically. It has some, photos of the show and kind of dives into like what WestWorld is. So, there's sections on quality assurance, livestock management, how they store the bodies, how they clean up, manufacturing of the bodies. It gets into all these different things that, the show kind of skims over. This is basically what like a program guide would be. Like you would get this in the mail if you wanted to go to WestWorld. They would send you this as a brochure. It would tell you everything about WestWorld, live without limits. Here's how to contact us, discoverwestworld.com. It's a pretty cool, prop piece that they included in here. So I'm very happy with it. It's high quality. It's not a flimsy, like the episode guide is kind of flimsy paper. This is higher quality. They spent some time on it, and I think it's a really cool piece to add to the set. So now diving into the actual packaging here, there isn't anything special for the discs. It's essentially just they put a thicker Blu-ray case into this tin. There's no special packaging at all, but you do get the nice black case. Here you go with disc 1, disc 2, and disc 3, which are all in 4K with HDR like it says. And then they do the same thing with the standard Blu-ray discs 1, 2, and 3. Now, as you can see here on the back cover, we're loaded with special features. There's several different special feature experiences. There's a gag reel. There's some behind-the-scenes stuff. Stuff about the main title, which is really cool because they have one of the better title sequences out there, along with like Game of Thrones. And so it's a really, really great overall package. Now, one thing to note on the front here, as you can see, features HDR, high dynamic range. If you don't know what that is, that's basically an improved color spectrum for 4K. It's one of the biggest benefits of the format. They also kind of buried this, but you'll see it also features Dolby Atmos sound. So what that means is that it has overhead sound. So if you have in-ceiling speakers, or you have height speakers is what they're called, they're basically supplements to a standard 5.1 home theater. You're going to be able to experience this with a full Atmos home theater sound. And honestly, watching this again after having seen the show on HBO when it aired, the biggest difference and upgrade is the sound. The Atmos sound is so much better than, you know, the typical TV broadcasts where you can only go to a 5.1. The Atmos just improves it that much, and listening to it on a full-blown surround sound system instead of my sound bar down on the TV and, you know, popping this thing into the home theater, the experience completely changed. So what I'm going to do now real quick, I haven't done this before, but we're going to try something. I'm going to put this disc in, we'll put it in the Xbox One, we'll fire it up in 4K, and I'll give you some quick feedback on how it looks, how it sounds, give you a real in-depth experience about this. So guys, I'm in my favorite chair ready to start this demo for you. Disc is just loading now, as you can see. Let me just flip this camera real quick. So here's the disc loading in 4K. As you can see, I've got my subwoofer here. We got a height speaker and a front surround. You get your center speaker and another height speaker. Surround speakers are on the sides, right next to my chair. And here we go. So the best way to probably show this off and show off the music, I figured, was just by playing the title sequence here in 4K. As you can hear, you know, it is hitting from every angle. The heights are really giving it some depth. The image itself looks fantastic as we zoom in on that. You can see, I mean, look at that eye, look at the screen. I mean, it's incredibly clear. The sound is excellent. I barely even have my home theater turned up very loudly right now, and it's filling the room with sound. So, like I said, this is just a quick demo. I can't get too far into this without violating some, you know, of the copyright stuff, but it's incredibly well done. The 4K is great, and the sound, as you can hear, is incredibly good. So guys, that's about it. That's my, you know, full review here. It is an excellent set. The ability to watch these TV shows that you've previously enjoyed on your TV in 1080 and now getting them in 4K. I mean, it's a great upgrade, great experience. Sound on this one is incredible, 5 out of 5. Picture quality, I'd say it's about a 4.5 out of 5. It's damn near perfect. Packaging is very solid. Again, they obviously put some time into it. 5 out of 5 on that. I mean, overall, this is a must-buy. Like, if you like WestWorld, or if you're just a 4K enthusiast, this is demo-worthy stuff. Like, you want to show off your TV in your home theater and your surround sound system, you know, this will impress people. This is right up there with something like Planet Earth. You know, it's an incredible experience. I really enjoy the show as a whole, and, you know, the 4K release is very, very cool. Great job by Warner Brothers. Great job by HBO. Great job by everybody involved. So, that being said, if you guys like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Definitely subscribe to me. I'll be doing more reviews like this if you guys enjoy it. So let me know in the comments if you thought the demo was a cool addition. I am a little worried about copyright stuff. I'm going to have to check with the studios on this one, but I'm pretty sure I can do a quick 30-second demo of these things to really show off how they look, how they sound. It's very impressive. And so if you enjoyed that aspect of the review, it's something new I want to try, let me know in the comments. And like I always say, follow me on Instagram. I always have great content on there. It's films_at_home. So find me on there. You can also find me by just searching Films at Home or searching my name. I'm out there. So other than that, guys, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this review. Definitely go pick up WestWorld on November 7th. Next Tuesday it's out. Grab the collectible 4K set if you can. I think it's worth it. If you have anybody who you know who's a big fan, would make for a great Christmas present, since it's, you know, unbelievably almost Christmas again. So think about that, but maybe you grab 2 copies. But yeah, it's definitely worth a pickup. I highly recommend it. It's a solid 4.75, almost 5 out of 5. It's damn near perfect.